Friends, countrymen, lend me your ears, because today we are going to be talking about a movie from 1966 directed by Richard Brooks called The Professionals. Now, this stars Burt Lancaster, Lee Marvin, Robert Ryan, Jack Palance, and Woody Strode. All right, this is a Western, guys, and it's a great Western. Let me put it that way. So, now, we have a local movie channel here because I don't have cable. I'm not paying those extravagant prices to have 900 channels with nothing on them. You know what I mean? So I have an antenna TV, and on our antenna TV, there's a movie channel that shows old black and white movies, you know, movies from the maybe mid 80s, you know, back. And so I saw a preview. It was like a Western themed day, right? And they showed a preview, or, you know, a little snippet of The Professionals, and I saw Lee Marvin, I saw Burt Lancaster, and I'm a huge Burt Lancaster fan, as you guys know, and I love Jack Palance, and I saw Jack Palance in there, and I said, you know what? Let me see if I can find this movie somewhere to watch, because, you know, even though they show these movies on the local channels, they're edited down for language, content, that kind of stuff. And when I watch a movie, I don't want to see something edited for language and content. I want the director's original version. You know what I mean? I don't want anything edited. So I went and I said, let me see if I can find The Professionals to stream somewhere. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't, but I still had a hankering to watch it. So dished out a little cash to Amazon Prime Video and rented it for $3.99. And you know, I don't mind renting movies if it's something I really want to see. It's not too bad. It's kind of the old days of Blockbuster. I just don't get to walk around the store. So I rented the movie, guys, and let me just say, it was great. I had a really, really good time watching this. Burt Lancaster is a badass, and like, he plays it so straight and so good too, because he plays like a ladies' man, gunfighter, kind of a ne'er-do-well. Like, he's not a good guy, but at the same time you like him because he's not a good guy. You know what I mean? And so we have him. Lee Marvin is like a soldier. He's a soldier. He's a soldier of fortune, but he's also, like, he's still very militaristic in his disciplines and things like that. And so basically, this movie is about this wealthy baron, railroad tycoon, land baron guy. His wife has been kidnapped by Jack Palance's like resistance band, right? You know, because this is around the Pancho Villa times and all that, and so there's the Mexican rebellions going on, and you know, Liberacion and all that kind of thing. Viva Revolution. And so they're doing that, right? And this band of hooligans comes and kidnaps the Baron's wife and takes her to their hideout. And so the Baron puts out a missive, and he's like, hey, guys, or guys with guns and bad attitudes, come over here and I'm going to pay you guys a bunch of money. I mean, back then, probably like $1 million. I think it was like $10,000 a piece for each mercenary. I mean, that's like $1 million back then, you know what I mean? So, you know, he sends out this missive, and he gets these different characters, you know, different personalities coming to his ranch and his train, and they're like, hey man, we'll go get your old lady. We need to be paid. So that's basically the premise of the movie, right? Got to go save the damsel. And just along the way, there are so many like cool interactions. There's great cinematography. I mean, we get some beautiful sweeping landscape shots for the 60s. You know, that's really good. We have really good location shooting. That's something that I'm highly prize in these old movies, is when someone's willing to take the bold chance of going out to a location and shooting these things. Because a lot of these older movies, let's face it, they're shot on sound stages with varying backgrounds and special effects qualities, you know. But this seems and felt, well, I don't say seems. It was shot completely on location. It was, you know, they're walking through the desert, they're going through these canyons on horses and this kind of stuff. So it lent to the realism of it, is basically what I'm trying to say. I loved that about the film, and I loved the way that the characters were portrayed. Each one was completely different. We have Woody Strode in this film, and he's this like Afro-Indian tracker hunter kind of guy, and he's really good. But he's very timid, he's very polite and gentle, kind of lives off the land kind of guy. And then we've got this guy who's like a cowpuncher, you know what I mean? He works on the ranch, he's the hard-ass foreman, he don't take no crap, but he's also like, you know, he has this kind of code of honor. Then we have my favorite character, Burt Lancaster, who is this ne'er-do-well mercenary kind of guy who is friends with Lee Marvin's soldier character, right? And he's the yin to his yang and that kind of stuff, because when Lee Marvin is making plans and doing things, Burt Lancaster is kind of like the voice of reason. He's like, man, if we do that, you know this is going to happen. And, and if you do this, you know this is going to happen. So he's very much kind of the voice of reason, but is not necessarily always the voice of reason for the best reason. Sometimes he's like, for instance, there is a scene where they get into a scuffle with some people, some banditos, and they have a shootout. And then one of the guys, like the horse is riding away, and he's like, shoot the horse. And so he shoots the horse, and then the cowpuncher ranch hand guy, played by Robert Ryan, he's like, why'd you have to shoot the horse? He was like pretty pissed off about it. And then Lee Marvin comes in to explain to him. He said, if the horse goes back to camp and there's no rider on it, that gives us away. So it's a very, very, the writing is excellent. The acting and the chemistry between the actors is impeccable, especially between Burt Lancaster and Lee Marvin. Those are my two favorite characters because they seem the realest. And by realist, I mean they just seem like when it's time to do gangster things, they're down to do them. Everybody wants to be a gangster until it's time to do gangster stuff. You know what I mean? And these guys, no, they wanted to be lions and they did lion things. You know what I'm saying? So they were great. This whole movie was really fun to watch. The action is good. The settings are beautiful. The characters are unique and enchanting and engaging. Check this out, guys. I mean, when it drops in price, I may buy me a digital copy. $14 for a digital is kind of pricey for me, but if it drops down to the $7.99 or hell, even $9.99, I'm picking it up because this is an excellent movie that is worth your time. Go rent it. If you don't want to buy it, go rent it for $3.99. You won't be disappointed, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to get, almost said 5, didn't I? It's going to get 4 out of 5 stars. Check it out. Thank you for watching again. Please like and subscribe, comment. Let's start some conversations on the movies, guys. And as always, I'm going to keep making them. You guys keep watching them. Thank you so much. God bless. Peace out. And I'll see you next time.